Hey everyone, Jav here from Cut and Make Crafts with another live session. As promised yesterday, today I'll be talking about 5 mistakes that new SVG shops make when they're just starting out. And today is the third day of our daily live session. So this is a new series that I'm doing these days to tell you guys all about SVGs and why they make such an awesome product to sell for those who are working full time and want to start a side hustle, side business. And if you guys haven't watched the previous videos, you can check them out after this live session is over on my profile. So the first video was where in the first video I shared what are SVGs and why they make such a great product. In the second video, I shared my entire story of how I got started and reached this stage where I am now working as a graphic designer for Cricut. And I also have around 4,000 plus sales in my design bundles SVG store in just 6 months. So if you guys want all the nitty-gritty details of my entire journey, you can check out yesterday's video on my profile. So welcome to today's live session. I'm Jav, an SVG business coach and a graphic designer, SVG graphic designer for Cricut. And so I started designing digital files back in 2014. I started with sewing patterns, and then I recently in 2019 started designing SVG cut files, which I was giving away for free on my blog. You can still get them on my blog on Cut and Make Crafts. And last year in August, I launched my SVG shop, and in December, I started putting a lot of effort in my store. And in just 6 months, I now have more than 4,000 sales in my store. And you can check out my store on Design Bundles. I don't sell on Etsy because I just can't stand that platform. My store is on Design Bundles. You can check it out at Cut and Make Crafts on Design Bundles. So today we're going over the 5 biggest mistakes new SVG shops make. So if you just launched an SVG shop and you're wondering why you're not making any sales, and I get these messages a lot. So this is a live especially for you. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask them at the end of the session. I won't take any questions while the session is going on. I'll answer all the questions at the end. All right, so let's get started. So first of all, the biggest mistake I see a lot of designers make is that their designs are very basic, So every now and then I get a message from someone who just started selling SVGs, and they say that this business doesn't work, like they're not able to make any money. So I asked them to share their shop links, because by looking at the shop, I can tell what's going wrong. And the moment I open up their shop and I look at it, I can tell that the shop is run by a beginner. So what's so obvious about these shops, The biggest red flag is that their designs are too basic. Most of the designs don't even have any artistic element to it. It looks like just a 3-year-old made the design or something. To get the sales, your designs should be so beautiful that they inspire the person to make the purchase and add it to your cart. If your design is so basic, then nobody's gonna pay for that design because they can just make them all on their own. And a lot of people just like to DIY SVGs with whatever basic knowledge they get from browsing YouTube and searching through wasting their time searching through a million different tutorials, and most of your time is spent on searching rather than creating. And so once you create something, it turns out to be very basic and beginner like, which just looks horrible and something. Let me show you guys some examples of the designs that I've seen in those new shops. So here these aren't exactly the same designs, but these are somewhat related to what I've seen in the shops that just started selling SVG cut files. So you can see, I mean, these are some designs that you can just make on your own. Like you have basic knowledge of using the design software. This is what you can make with weird looking fonts and some basic graphics, something like this. People who are established crafters, they don't want to work with these kind of designs. They want something sophisticated. And these designs, when you put up these designs, they look like some 3-year-old made them, and who would want to put them on their t-shirts, right? As opposed to if you take the same design and you add some elements to them, like make it look like it's a work by a designer rather than just somebody who just started selling SVG cut files. Because there are a ton of established sellers out there who are designing way better than you. So if you put up something like this in your shop, it's obviously not gonna make any sales. You won't get any sales out of this. People want to see beautiful designs like these, which have some kind of artistic element to the designs. Nobody wants to buy some designs that look like a 3-year-old's work. And you guys need to understand the fact that the crafting community is very sophisticated. Like people want to buy things that look artistic, things that look beautiful to the eyes, and something that would add some kind of beauty to the project rather than something that looks very basic. And to create something like that, you need to try harder. You need to invest in the knowledge. You need to try making better designs. DIYing your designs isn't going to take your business to the next level, because right now you're creating designs that barely meet the industry standards, guys. These are very basic designs. Maybe some beginner crafters would buy it, but people who are crafting for years, who understand the basics of creating a project, creating beautiful projects, the aesthetics behind the projects, they're not gonna buy these kind of files, guys. You need to really up your game if you wanna stay in this business. If you want to beat the popular designers out there, if you want to get up to their level, because there are so many popular designers out there and creating such gorgeous designs. So why on earth would a customer want to purchase something so low quality and kiddish looking? And if you just rely on free YouTube tutorials, that's what you get. If to make something that meets the industry standards, you need to get some help. You need to get some input from someone who's already been there, who has done that. Because when you're starting out with SVG designing, you've just stepped your foot inside the circle of being an SVG designer. You need an expert's opinion. You need someone who can guide you, someone who can audit the quality of your designs and tell you where to make the adjustments. And you need more than just what's available on YouTube, my friends, because you need to know how to create literally any design out there for cards, for text-based SVGs, for cake toppers, for stickers. So you can quickly create designs that people are actually interested in buying. So the bottom line is, if you really want to make money selling SVG cut files, you need to up your game. You need to learn from someone who's experienced and can guide you through by sharing the latest tips and the strategies that are working in the industry, in the SVG industry right now, rather than just DIYing your way through the whole process. Because trust me guys, businesses are not built on free content by just DIYing your way through everything. You will not see success until and unless you make an investment of money or of your time. If you want to do it on your own, then set aside 3 to 4 years to figure this entire industry out. Then you can probably start making 500 to 600 bucks per month from your shop. But if you want to succeed real fast, within 6 months, you need to take help from someone who's already been there, who has done that, and who can guide you. So you can polish your skills, you can brush them up instead of hopping from one freebie to the other. Because I know a lot of you guys have been following me since the time I started, and you just come to all the free stuff, all the free workshops, yet you're still coming to the free workshops because you haven't made any progress, because that's not how things work. The good stuff is never for free. You can get the basic knowledge, but the advanced knowledge is not available for free anywhere. And if you're serious about growing your business, you need that advanced knowledge, so you need to make an investment. So that's the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make. The second biggest mistake is that people don't create SVGs based on what's popular. So there are different trends coming and going in the SVG industry, in the crafting industry. If you don't follow those trends, you're gonna get left behind, because a lot of these shops are just making things, either they are just trying to copy what other people are doing, like exact designs. For example, if they see a mermaid design in one shop, they will copy the exact same thing and try to sell that in their shop. Obviously, that's not going to work, because people are going to buy from someone who has more sales and more reviews than you. If your new shop just popped up with the exact same design, even if you're selling it for cheap, how many sales can you get? You're not going to make that much profit out of it. You need to utilize the fact of whatever is popular and use your creativity and merge the two together to create something new and exciting, which is also trendy. So you need to work a little bit harder to figure out what's popular and merge it with what your design style is, and then only you can stand out and build a good customer base. And if you want to find out how to look for designs that are popular currently, then join me on June 16 in the free masterclass, where I will be showing you how to use Google to find out, to look for popular keywords, popular SVGs that people are actually looking for. So there's a link in my bio to sign up for that class. Go and sign up, save your spot for the class. The class is going to be on June 16th at 7 p.m. EST. So if you're really interested in finding out how to look for popular SVGs, sign up for the shop. The third biggest mistake is that all these shops that I've come across, they don't have any proper branding. So they don't have a signature branding. So people need to understand that branding goes beyond your logo. Just having a cutesy little logo is not gonna solve all your problems. Your branding should be visible on your social media profile, on your listings, on the main image of your listings. All the colors should be coherent, and all the text that you use should be coherent as well. So if you're using a certain font for your logo, use the same font for your main images. that's how you create a good cohesive brand, and use the same branding on your social media as well. So I tell all my crafting uh, followers to not buy from shops which don't have a cohesive branding, because that tells a person that this shop is selling stolen SVGs, because a lot of shops that sell stolen SVGs don't change the branding. They just copy other people's files, and all of their listings have, some listings are blue in color, some are pink in color, so you can tell that it's a hodgepodge of a different, all the different brands together. So it's very obvious that, it makes it very obvious that you're new in the industry, and you haven't done your homework properly, which really turns a potential customer off, because it reduces the trust factor of the potential customer. If the person doesn't trust you, they're not gonna buy from you. You might get a few sales here and there, but in the long run, it's not gonna help you at all. And fourth biggest mistake I see a lot of people make is that they don't have a social media promotion strategy. Because not having a social media promotion strategy is the one of the biggest mistakes, because you need social media to get the eyeballs on your listing. So you need to make use of all the free platforms that are available. That's Pinterest, Facebook groups, and Facebook pages, Twitter. You need to make use of all of these different platforms to drive traffic to your listings. Just logging in every once in a while, anytime you like, is not gonna work. You need to have a pre-planned strategy that's written in a place that you can refer to, and repeat the whole sharing process with every time you put a new listing in your shop. So every time you create a new listing in your shop, you follow the same steps of promotion and make it consistent. You promote your listing consistently every time you share a new listing. That's how you're gonna build the momentum and drive traffic and drive sales to your shop. So have the strategy written down somewhere, instead of just in your mind, so that you can easily follow it every time you create a new SVG design. And the last mistake a lot of people make is that they give up too soon. First of all, they try to DIY everything, and they try creating some very basic and noob looking SVGs by watching free YouTube tutorials, by just asking a few questions in different groups. And they list those basic SVGs in their shop. And when nobody wants to buy those basic looking, kiddish looking SVGs, they give up and whine about how the business is not worth anyone's time. Of course, if you try to DIY everything, you're gonna fail, because there are so many well-established designers out there who are doing amazing job, and you come up, you're just this new little fish in the pond, and you're trying to sell these basic looking SVGs. Of course, you're gonna fail. Because the industry is so advanced right now. You need to learn. If you don't learn from someone who's been there, you're obviously gonna fail. Because someone with the proper knowledge and experience can guide you in a very short time. And the thing that the whole mindset that I can do this on my own. Yes, you can do it, but it's gonna take you 2 to 3 years to figure everything out and reach that level at which other established designers are. And by not investing in the knowledge, you're just stabbing yourself, because you are limiting your growth, because this whole idea of making your own, doing it on your own, is just plain stupid. If you want to really start making some quick bucks from selling SVGs, you want to just accelerate your growth in 6 months, you need to hire help. You need to work with someone who's been there, who's done that. Only then you'll be able to succeed in a short time. If you launch your shop 1 month and the next month you launch your shop 1 month based on the free SVG tutorials that you see on YouTube, you make those free kiddish looking designs, and the next month you start whining that it's not working. Obviously it's not gonna work. So bottom line is, learn and invest in the knowledge if you really want to succeed. If you really want to get started with an SVG business which will support you in the long run, so that if God forbid you lose your job or something other happens, your business is there to support you. If you really want to quickly get your business up and running to that level, then join me in the free masterclass, how to get started with SVG business, how to make money selling SVGs while you're working full time, on June 16th. And at the end of the class, you will have the chance to enroll in my SVG designing course, where you're not just going to learn the basics, you're going to learn all the advanced techniques for creating literally any SVG cut file. Then stay tuned for the free masterclass, because there will be a special offer to sign up for my course at a very special price that is not available anywhere else. So it's only going to be available to people who join the masterclass. And at the end of the masterclass, you will also have the chance to get my new ebook, How to Make $1,500 in 1 day using bundles, which will only be available to people who sign up for the course during the masterclass. So if you guys are interested in really taking your business to the next level, don't forget to join me in the free masterclass. There's a link in my bio to sign up for the class. You can sign up and reserve your spot right now by clicking the link in my bio. Awesome. I'm so glad. So the masterclass is how to design, how to sell SVGs to make extra cash, and the course teaches you the techniques for creating the SVG designs. So there are two different things. SVG Superstar is the course for learning SVG designing, and in the masterclass I will tell you the business side of this stuff. So it's a short masterclass covering the business side of SVG designing, and the course covers the step-by-step method and tutorials for creating SVGs. I hope that's clear. So if you guys have any other questions, do let me know. And don't forget to sign up for the free masterclass. The link is given in my bio. All right, so if there are no other questions, I will see you guys tomorrow with another live session. And tomorrow I will be talking about if this SVG business is the right thing for you or not, because not everybody can sell SVGs. You need to have some sort of patience to deal with the software, to deal with the designing aspect and everything. So tomorrow we are gonna do a little quiz kind of thing to figure out if this business is right for you. Yep, I am in Australia, so based on the Melbourne time, it's gonna be on Thursday 9 a.m. So it's gonna be 7 p.m. Wednesday in the States, 7 p.m. EST in the States, and it'll be morning over here. All right, cool. All right, so that's pretty much it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to sign up for the free masterclass. All right, bye-bye.